Alright, time for our study session of Asaho. The house area and cafe are connected, with Asaho's room being on the second floor. Oh, nice! Huh. Yeah, her room looks really nice. I like it. Of course, it has little, like, astronomy designs, and yeah, very, astronomy themed, of course. Makes sense. But yeah, I like it. Less than 5 minutes after we got started for study session, also is already catching Z's. Oh, okay, nice. Well, never mind. Alright. Not a study session. Sleeping session. Sounds good to me. She apparently pulled an all-nighter, so it's no wonder sometimes she's tired, but still, it's just ridiculous. Way too chaos as far as I'm concerned. What else would you call someone who lets a guy into the room if no one else around, only if falls sound asleep? It isn't like there was any chance of something happening, but I feel strangely nervous. This is the first time I've entered the room of a girl around my age, excluding Chinami, of course. If you count Chinami, I should concentrate on studying. That topic was covered on the exam from Asa before she dozed off, and I borrowed textbooks and some paper from her. I suddenly answered the problems before me. Man, she's sleeping, why can't I just sleep too? I get startled as she suddenly muttered my name in her sleep. What? What? Excuse me? What are you sorry for? Hello? Asaho? Yeah, what is that apology for? At any rate, the blank sheet of paper Asaho was resting on was now covered in drool. Oh, nice. At around sunset, our wish had been granted, apparently, as the sky becomes brightly lit with stars. Coincidentally, that was also around the time Asaho wakes up. Yeah, coincidentally. Bruh. The music just came in out of nowhere, it was great. Also has a bag over her shoulder. I suppose she has a stargazing equipment stored inside it. Also's dad brought up dinner to Also's room. I didn't even have the time to turn him down, so I just ended up eating it. Oh, nice. I called home afterwards and told Aunt Shino I wanted to eat dinner tonight. I felt a little bad about it, but she just responded by saying, "I'm glad you're making friends." Nice. Seems like she is relieved at the fact that I am faring well here in Hibarigasaki. Thus, I'm following after a very cheery Asaho. I mean, that's just... That's just Asaho's natural state of being, though. What do you mean? That whole "I'm not gonna get a wink of sleep" line really gives off an indecent ring, so I'd really like her to stop saying stuff like that. I look at the night sky before me. There's a lot of artificial light in the shopping district, so the starlight comes out pretty faint here. But I'm sure it'll be a whole different story once we got to the lookout. As always, Asaho was walking on my right side. The hill road is dotted with puddles, which is only natural since the rain only stopped around an hour or two ago. You too. Similar to Chinami, huh? Bruh, carry on telescope. Yeah, I know, I answered. We're going to the school now, right? Just wondering, but isn't the school gate closed at this time? Yeah? I can't imagine them being irresponsible enough not to. Our school doesn't close the gate? The way I see it, rule or not, irresponsible is still irresponsible. Yeah, I'm with you on this one, not gonna lie. Like, I'm just saying, you never know, okay? You never know. The ones who have to be careful is security in charge of keeping the school safe. You're right, but still. I just don't want to know where this was going. Freaking Kosame, yes. Was it Kosame the one Chip. I think it was Kusame, right? The student council one, and not our friend. I'm really not sure that she should just be laughing this off. Why don't we postpone it tomorrow then? There's no point in taking unnecessary risks. If you want to make the most out of every moment, you want to avoid risks. I'm just saying. Dog mode won't help you. Dog mode. Hey, stop calling me that. Just make a run for it. Easier said than done. That's not really the issue. Please don't strike down the school security. That really is something you should say like it's good. That made me not want to go with you. Now you're concerning me. You sure I should be doing this? Yeah, okay. That's okay. So, Kusame was one I was thinking of, alright. And Komoma is our girl. I can't find myself in disbelief. Actually, wouldn't it make it a point that Hibari High security is really lousy if they don't catch us after we trespass? Yes. What? I can't help but wonder if we should really be doing this. Probably not, but we're gonna do it anyway. Make our way to the school gate. There are few to no lights on the school building, which lets one infer that only the security is still present. Back on the campus reads 7:30 p.m. Woman. True, anxiety's making mine shit up like crazy. Did a class rep really find something like this thrilling? Alright. It appears that Aso is a similar type to Chinami. I still don't like this idea, but sure, all clear. It makes me break out into a cold sweat when she suddenly yells that. Oh no. Really? I figured they do this pretty regularly. You sure? But she is aware of the fact that there is risk involved. Thanks to the sky having cleared up, I suppose, there's a dim amount of light shining through the windows. Relying on that light, we advance through the hallway. Yeah, you better make sure to be as quiet as you can walking. The same goes for our voices, too. I want to get to the club room quickly, but we have to move quietly and cautiously. It is frustrating beyond belief. Made it. For this test of courage, though, the security is much scarier than any ghost. We're having the eyes of a portrait in the music removed. Oh, there's that Grim Reaper legend again, huh? So it's basically a different form of ghost story, huh? Then it makes sense why that rumor would keep circulating just for fun. Huh. You can go back if you want. Why is she so obstinate tonight? We then silently climb the stairs. A club room lies on the second floor. Just as we reach the second floor, I hear a sound. Also, hold up. Uh-oh. Also is about to enter the hallway when I grab her arm and pull her back to the stairway landing. The security? Or is it something we should be really worried about? Don't make a peep. Prickle my ears to find that, sure enough, I can hear something. I would say it's likely the sound of footsteps, meaning there is someone just ahead. I quietly peek out my head from the stairway. Huh? Isuzu? That's Isuzu, right? It looks like her figure and hair. I can make out a silhouette off in the distance. But I can't make the person out too clearly due to the darkness, which is preventing me from identifying who they are. Security staff on patrol, maybe? However, I don't see a flashlight on them. If they're in fact part of the security team, you'd expect them to have one in hand. At that moment, my mind suddenly shifts to another idea. The Grim Reaper from Hibari High's urban legend. No, that is just too much of a stretch. I mean, if there's any Grim Reaper here, it's Mare, so... I strain my eyes, but I still only remain able to make out their figure and nothing else. Before long, the figure disappears. The footsteps go distant as the person departs. I suppose I'm moving to the floor below, or floor above. I finally open my mouth and catch some air. Ooh, Nelly. Say, did you see that silhouette? I turn around to Asaho. You get scared? Come here. Come here. Asaho is curled up in silence. Oh yeah, she got scared. I can feel a trembling from wherever touching. I realize that the distance between us is awfully short, very belatedly. Rather, it is me that has my arm around Asaho's shoulder. And her face is practically buried in my chest. Oh dang. Ah! I let out an inarticulate shout and lean back. Asaho has her eyes glued to the ground. I can't make out her expression from a combination of her bangs as well as the surrounding darkness. Sorry. That's all I can say. It appears like she muttered something, but my ear couldn't quite catch it. Oh, I'm sorry, Asaho, I'm sorry. This time I can. A very thin voice that is the polar opposite of Asaho's usual demeanor, yeah. I'm really sorry. Asaho just stands there silently, but after a short while, she slowly approaches me. She looks up at me anxiously. Yeah. I don't know whether it was someone from the security, but either way, we better hurry to the club room. Asaho nods. Oh, thanks, Asaho. Appreciate it. There's a tinge of embarrassment mixed with her voice as she says that to me. Sorry about that just now. That is my third apology. I clear that embarrassment yet again. We succeed in safely reaching our club room and carrying the telescope out of school in its carrying case. The telescope turns out to be a lot heavier than I expect, making our journey out of the school building take even longer. And since Asaho takes the lead while constantly making sure the coast was clear, no one catches us. I don't encounter that person I saw again either. That was definitely Isuzu. After passing through the school gate, we hike up the hill and then circumvent the fence by walking the trail that's so scrubby you hardly be able to call it one. Asaho's giving her all to support me since the muddy terrain from the earlier downpour can make me trip over at any second if I allow my mind to wander. She marches on while grabbing my arm. Essentially, she is clinging to me. I have to be extra careful to make sure I don't bump the contents of the carrying case. The telescope's tube against any trees. I said tube. My bad. According to the Asaho, strong impact causes the optical axis to misalign and readjusting it is something no one wants to do. I kinda got the gist of what that means intuitively. Anyhow, I desperately keep the telescope out of harm's way. It also looks like she is desperately trying to keep me safe. Each of us supporting the other, we keep going. At the clearing beyond this path are a vast, endless amount of stars waiting there for our eyes to feast upon. There's a CG. And the panties again, of course. The night sky, perfectly clear after the rain, is filled with the luminosity of an absolutely unfathomable amount of stars. It is quite literally just like a flood. The vortex of stars swallows even us into its grasp, making our eyes spin. Me too. I remove the carrying strap from my shoulder and place the case next to me on the ground. How will this beautiful night sky look through a telescope, I wonder? On one hand, I am eagerly anticipating that answer, yet on the other, I also felt scared. Mare once said, even beautiful things can become grotesque if you have too many of them. Put in other words, they will appear dreadful. Right now, I can partially understand those feelings. Also pulls out a picnic blanket from the bag she has over her shoulder and spreads it out on the ground, which is still damp from the rain. She passes me the next item she pulls out from her bag. Oh, nice, binoculars. You have binoculars too? Just like with the telescopes, I've never used binoculars either. So, how do I use them? I sit down in the picnic basket, ready the binoculars in front of my eyes, and gaze up at a random point in the night sky. Ah, sweet. I turn the knob, adjusting focus and visibility. Ah, the galaxy, nice. I directed my field of vision, which, unlike as it is with the naked eye, is quite narrow over towards there. I gradually adjust the focus. The moment my vision becomes sharp and clear, dazzling light floods into my eyes. If I were to describe it as something, right, there's only one thing. It's just like looking into a kaleidoscope. As I slowly move the binoculars field of vision across the Milky Way, stars enter my field of view from any and all sorts of angles. It's just like I told Mare. I initially just said that as a mere guess, but it's turned out to be true. It is a magical item that lets you revert back to the mind of a child. Also, it's crouching down and opening the case. I guess that means she's going to assemble the telescope now. Since I most likely only get in the way if I tried helping her, I instead used the binoculars to gaze up at the Milky Way once again. In Greek mythology, the Milky Way is the milk of Zeus's wife, Hera, strewn out into the sky. Okay, I see. Alrighty then, well, can you clean that up? That is where the name's origin lies. Furthermore, from a scientific viewpoint, it said that the Milky Way, as we see it, is what a galaxy looks like from our position near its outer ring. Yeah. The Milky Way we're seeing is the vortex of our galaxy, wallowing in the solar system. We're living inside this natural kaleidoscope of light. I raise my head to see Aso standing in front of me. She then takes a seat right next to me. I suppose this means that she's all done setting up the telescope. Zeus's wife needs to clean up her ship and get some tissues. It's hard to put into words, like, it's just such a stellar sight. I also seem satisfied by my reply. It isn't ready yet? What do you mean by that? I think I actually had one like that back when I was a kid. That seems familiar to me. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of the telescope I used to have. You sure well informed about this stuff? Put it mildly, you kind of scored a failing grade in the afternoon, though. Yeah, you literally just fell asleep. Hey, shush. Sitting next to me while grasping her knees, Aso simply gazes up at the sky. The lookout's been off limits for a while now, right? This lookout is the same now as it was back then. It hasn't changed. Whether there's a fence or not doesn't change the breathtaking view this place offers. The starlit sky also said she loved is also the same one as the lookout girl loved so dearly in the past. But myself now, myself back then, love it. Therefore, this sky too has stayed unchanged over all these years. It has been hanging here, resisting change as time went on. However, we, the ones who gaze upon it, have changed. Each and every one of us has grown up since our days as we were little kids. And I'm even getting this illusion that time only keeps flowing around us, ever faster. Come to think of it, it also applies to Mare. Huh. That she doesn't have an age, so that mean much like the starlit sky in this lookout that her appearance hasn't changed? I stand up and take a look around. I'm thinking about something. Also follows my example and also gets up. Someone I'm looking for? I start to walk. Is she gonna come with me and see Mare too? Can't see Mare anywhere, which makes me wonder if she just hasn't shown up. I strain my eyes to also check the spots where it is dark. But in the end, Mare still remains to be seen. Where'd you go? Yeah? I'm not crazy, am I? It's not a hallucination, right? Upon returning, I find Aso standing there with a troubled expression. Maybe. No. You do? The direction of the conversation doesn't allow me the chance to say that as someone else I am looking for. She directs a warm smile my way. I feel awkward and I'm averting my gaze. Oh, the telescope, right? Also crouches down and picks up the bag lying beside her. She then proceeds to take out different tools from inside, putting them out on the blanket. What are those? Thanks, though. She then shouts out towards the starry sky. I give her a consenting nod. I think I'll wait for Mare to show up while gazing at the stars together with Asaho. Did she ever show up? I'm guessing not since it cut to this. Yeah, I did. Sorry I stayed out this late. It's already past 10. I have to take off my shoes and proceeding inside, I then realize something. Huh? Where's Chinami? Usually she would have entered the scene by now for her usual boisterous antics. What? What did she have to report? Aunt Shino then formed a gentle smile. Well, nice. She didn't have school today, so I guess she must have tired herself out running around the house all day. I see. So Suzu's house? But Suzu went to the... I guess at night. Well, yeah, I guess it could have been earlier in the day. But was she invited at least? I sure hope she wasn't a bother to them. Where does that confidence stem from? Nice. I'm taking a shower, return to my own room. I throw myself down on the bed and stare up at the ceiling. My first ever stargazing experience was fascinating. I kept pursuing the stars over and over, never growing tired at all. Next to me also gave me an exclamation after exclamation regarding the different constellations. If I had to say, she was the one who enjoyed it more. She was still eager to stay out even later after it gone past 10. I can just see that. I can imagine it. It was exceedingly taxing to persuade her. I can imagine that too. Thanks to that, while I was carrying the telescope back to Oslo's home, I ended up making arrangements to go stargazing again for tomorrow. I also may love the stars even more than the lookout girl. At the end of the day, Mare didn't show up. Yeah, I didn't think so. Again, because it just cut to this scene. I unobtrusively checked the surroundings whenever I took my eyes off the telescope, but I couldn't spot any signs of her. This just might be the first time she hasn't shown up on a night with a clear sky. I wonder why. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's the only thing that... that's the only reason I can think of that would, like... That's the only reason I can think of to begin with. Because Asa was with me? Is it possible that I can't see my hallucination when someone else is close by? Supposing Mare is the product of my memories, those of the lookout girl then. Does that mean when Asa was with me, my mind wasn't on the lookout girl, so I lost the need to cling on to that illusion? Huh. Shit, somehow that chain of reasoning totally adds up. Yeah, that's what I said, huh? However, Mare said she wanted to steal my memories from me at a time when I was not wallowing in them. If I would assume that Mare didn't appear at times I was not indulging my memories, that would render it impossible for her to reap them in the first place. Paradox. A hole in my hallucination theory. Mare, therefore, can't be a product of my mind. Mare does exist. Relying on that paradox, I lead myself to a conclusion. Share of the group, what the fuck? Yo, explain. Share your thoughts, please. Thank you. I want to know. July 15. What? What is this? No, Oni-chan, what happened? What happened? Come on, you can't just stop now. Do the thing. Chill before noon, Chinami gets up. That's a first. Whenever there's no school, I usually sleep on past noon. Why are you wobbling? You dizzy? Chinami totters away to the table. Her eyes draw perfectly horizontal lines. On weekdays, she is always yelling and making a ruckus from the second she is up, but on days with no school, Chinami being a non-morning person at her core, it becomes like this. Lol, I get that. I'm not a morning person either. That's why I just stay in my bed. I heard you fell asleep pretty early yesterday, so maybe that's why you woke up early. Makes sense. You make her a cup of coffee and place it in front of her. Want to eat something? I was just thinking of making lunch, actually. Anything in particular you want? Anything else? She wants to eat me? We're not on any routes yet, woman. She leaves the table and totters to her position in the kitchen. Passes me a kitchen knife with the blade pointing in my direction. Sit down and be a good girl before you hurt yourself, or me. I am worried you might accidentally stab me or something. Yeah. Pasta and corn soup fine by you? What do you want me to do? If she wanted to fillet me with a knife that bad? I already don't trust you when you're fully awake. Why would I trust you now? While I'm boiling the noodles in a pot, Chinami wanders around the kitchen with a kitchen knife in her hand. Oh no. I see. It all makes sense now. Then Shino appears with a dustpan and also starts to aimlessly wander around, throwing the kitchen into utter disarray. Bruh. When they encounter each other, a duel unfolds. I simply choose to pretend I don't see anything. Not getting involved. Oh yay, she's back. Yay. Yeah, I miss the energetic Chinami. I like her this way more. The both of them return to the normal selves by the time lunch is ready. You're brotherly too, Aunt Shino. Oh, thanks, Auntie. I don't think you wanted to talk. I understood the first half of that, because my alarms don't want to work a lot of the time either. Pieces of shit. What a shame it is that I will probably never get the honor of laying my eyes upon this true Chinami. I know. Auntie Shino told me. Yeah, so I heard. Oh yeah, her sister, that's right. We met her a while back. Oh, really? Nice. I really feel for her. He's like... Lol. Because you're way too positive. It's balanced. Okay, did Aoi accept? Kidnapping is a crime, you hear me? Oh man, perfect. Kidnapping's a crime. I heard what you said. Impressive ever, Aunt Shino. You should know how to go about things. Slipping a sleeping drug inside to make Chinami fall asleep, downright ingenious if I do say so. Bruh. Obviously, you're a nuclear warhead. Aunt Gino's interpretation differs a tad bit from mine. Liquidator. No. With Aunt Shino looking me in the eye, I can only nod. Chinami squeezes out a gallon of mayonnaise onto her pasta and starts to eat. Ugh, what's wrong with you? Shrugging off the misinterpretation of my words, since, well, there's actually German truth there. I also start on lunch. Yeah, of course. Oh, man. Freaking silly head. Today's weather couldn't be any better. So if that lasts, I am positive we'll be able to go see the stars again like yesterday. I don't know whether this is the right word for it, but as a little tacked on extra to these plans, I've been made to promise that I'll help out at the cafe from the afternoon till then. I see. Darn it. Well, all I had planned for the weekend was the job searching I've meant to do for a while now, so technically it isn't a big issue. Still though, I haven't opened the job advertisement magazine I bought a couple of days back, even once. I thought also I was going to compare the jobs with other available part-time jobs offered, but I totally forgot about it last night. Probably because I had so much fun stargazing. At this rate, the natural course of events will, little by little, turn me into a full-fledged Milky Way part-time staff member. That's what it feels like it's going to happen, to be honest. But technically speaking, that's not much of an issue either. What? Well, excuse the pup out of me? What you mean? No, it's just you. I can leave, you know. Here I am, as promised. So I thought. Nah, I'm fine today. Oh, sweet. I mean to tell that I've already eaten lunch, but I ultimately refrained from doing so. According to her dad, also made the pizza I got yesterday herself. If she does something similar today as well, I feel bad turning her down. After being made to sit down at a table, she immediately passes me a menu. What do I get if I do the Liar of Hermes? Okay. What about the Magpie Bridge? Alright. I mean, I'll just get the same thing no matter what, right? Why'd you say right at first then, huh? Huh? Did you pull an all-nighter again? Silly. I heave a sigh covertly so that she doesn't notice. Is she pushing herself this hard because she's that desperate to get me on here as a part-timer? I think so, to be honest. Shake up my thoughts, I just have to get beyond that. I just have to go beyond that. Don't work yourself too hard. Okay then. Rude. Nope, nothing. Anyhow, I think I'll go off this bow of Chiron. Sagittarius is representative of the summer constellations. Come night, that very Sagittarius promises to show us his valiant figure. Sagittarius ship. After a mere 10 minutes of waiting time, I also returns with my lunch. Thank you, Asuho. The dish also brings out for me a spaghetti a la Mongol. It goes without saying that having pasta for 2 meals in a row is mildly challenging. He sits down right in front of me and proceeds to stare at me with a cheery smile. The only choice presented to me in such a situation is to eat. Well, who came in? A familiar customer shows up as I'm wiping tables and enduring a stomachache from having eaten too much. Oh, nice moment. Nice casual outfit, Kasame. Oh shit, wait. Oh, I did mix up the names. Fuck. Darn it. Nice casual outfit, Kasame. I'm sorry I got you mixed up with your sister. My bad. Sorry, also. Here you go. Here you go. Sorry about that. Is it your sister? Another person is standing behind Kasame-san while wearing a peevish expression. Yeah, okay. Also blinks her eyes in surprise. Uh-oh. Yeah. Wonderful, sister. Wonderful. Lol. It's like, no, I wanna. Yeah, you tell her. The business smile is cramped. Also, I can take over if you don't feel up to it. Alright, you got this, girl. You got this. I believe in you. What's up, Kasame? Hi, Kasame-san. Kasame-san's eyes fall upon my apron. Kinda, sorta, not really, but yeah. But ain't it? Well, technically, I haven't taken on a job for sure yet. Hisakaki reacts with a twitch of an eyebrow to that. Oh, hi, Komo-chan. Do you need something? I like she doesn't do the same to me. I'm temporary employee, kinda, sorta. Well, you heard right. I'm pretty much trial working here. But I am entirely serious. Do what I want. Yeah, I know, but I already got that permission. Yes, that's right. Yep. Why would you need to hear about it? I'm not the one to ask about that. Oh, fuck. Oh, I see. Why does the student council always have so much power? I'll make sure to do that on Tuesday if I made up my mind by then. Well, to be fair, it was also 50% due to what Aso wanted. What? Again, why do they have so much power? So there's another reason besides wanting me to join the student council that explains why she is so awfully concerned about me. Her words are harsh, but I get to that she's actually quite thoughtful when it comes to students. Kaito in the bag search is that shown through as well.
小笠原くんが何も知らないからって自分の好きなように扱うのはどうかと思うけど、そんなつもりないよ。それにようちゃん、学校にはもう立派に馴染んでるじゃない。私には皆星さんに振り回されてるようにしか見えない。
I'm good. It's fine. Hisakaki turns to face me.
小笠原くん、来週から期末テストだけどバイトしてる暇なんてあるの？
Yes, I need it. Well, I'm planning on studying after working a little.
私の家庭教師もよろしくね。
Again? You fell asleep last time.
今日も。
I fall asleep in my class then.
ちょっと皆星さん、ご来店ありがとうございました。
Lol.
あからさまに返そうとしないでくれる？またのご来店をお待ちしておりません。
Nice. Oh,
よ
awesome.
ほど天空の寿命を縮ませたいようね。
Abuse of power. Also, as a girl, never shows so much as a frown in our class, yet still, whenever she comes face to face with Hisakaki, my bad, she is always brimming of hostility. Can't blame her, to be honest.
姉さん、まずは座りませんか？麻生さん、ご案内の続きをお願いします。1名様ご案内。本気で私を怒らせたいようね。
麻生、いい加減にしないとさっぴくよ。
Oof, oof, you better stop, also. He's pretty serious.
2名様ご案内です。
It's like, dang, alright. Also, awkwardly shows the two of them to the table. Man, that ends things real quickly, huh? Kusami-san and Hisakaki sit down facing each other.
そこのメイド、早くメニュー渡しなさいよ。なんだよその態度。水があれば十分でしょ。
麻生。
Yep.
こちらがメニューになります。
Potato.
これ何がどの料理なんだかさっぱりなんだけど。文句あるなら帰ってよ。
Dang.
麻生。
Yep.
ご注文はお決まりでしょうか。
Oh man, dude. Oh wow, also smile so cramped all over, I'm about to laugh. Also, I'll take over. I just have to jot down the orders on this check, right? Have you two lovely ladies decided on your orders yet?
姉さん、以前に私このメニューを頼んだんですけど、とても美味しかったですよ。そうなんだ。じゃあそれ2つお願い。
2 crosses of Calvary it is. I'll have those right out for you two.
板についてますね、小笠原さん。
Aw, thanks, Kusame.
誰かさんと違って礼儀正しいし。
今後は麻生の給料を小笠原君に回そうかな。
Dang. Poor Aso. Oh, poor Aso. Don't worry. I'll take very good care of your pay, I promise. I love you, Aso. She breaks into tears.
カルバリっていうのはキリストが貼り付けにされた丘の名前で白鳥座の別名にもなってるんだよ。
She runs off into the kitchen while explaining the background of the dish's name.
で、
Well,
具体的にどんな料理なの？
beats me.
以前に頼んだ時はお子様ランチでしたよ。
Huh. I imagine it's likely to have a cross instead of a flag stuck into it.
そんなものなんで頼むのよ。
Does it matter? Listen, you like what you like. It's fine.
美味しいからです。
Yeah, exactly. Leave her alone. Much like Aunt Shino, I get the feeling Kusami-san would probably reply similarly to just about any dish out there.
麻生のお友達だよね。すまないね。いつもはあんな接客じゃないんだけど。
Also, Dad brings over some iced tea.
今日も暑いからね。これは僕からのサービス。
そんな悪いです。ありがとうございます。
Since Hisakaki accepts it, Kusami-san also gives her thanks and does the same.
小笠原君、店も空いてきたし、仕事はしばらくないから休んでいていいよ。
Ah, sweet. Thanks. Following in Hoshizoro's stead, the manager also enters the kitchen. He's prepared 3 glasses of iced tea.
マスターって皆星さんのお父さん？
Yeah. Yeah, they run this cafe by themselves.
最初はマスターお一人だったんですよ。忙しそうにしているのを見かねたアスホさんが自分から手伝うようになったそうです。
She pensively stirs her drink with a straw.
小ヶ坂さん、座りませんか？
Apparently, there is no other work to do right now, so I accept the offer. I'm sitting next to Kusame, not Komuro, right?
今日はですね、お昼を食べるのもそうですけど、小ヶ坂さんにも用事があったんです。
Oh, what was that?
小ヶ坂くんの家に電話したら、皆星さんの家に遊びに行ったって答えられたから。
Why'd you call my house? I suppose Aunt Shino was the one who answered the phone.
わざわざ会いに来てあげたのよ。感謝してよね。
Why?
小ヶ坂さんの携帯の番号を知らなかったので、姉さんを説得して連れてきてしまいました。
Is this about the regulations concerning circles and clubs by any chance?
ええ。
So it is okay for school outsiders to join?
ダメに決まってるでしょ。
Flat out refusal. Is there a rule in the school handbook that says that?
そんな規則はないけど、常識的に考えてよか。
Is that under the student council's discretion too?
そうよ。部活は生徒会の管轄だから。
Well, fuck. So in other words, it's fine if you get permission from the student council, huh? A questioning look appears on her face.
私の話を聞いてなかったの？
Even if you don't approve of it, isn't it ultimately up to the student council?
私は生徒会役員だけど。
Wouldn't you decide that though? Decide that through, you know, a vote of the entire student council rather than just your own judgment?
まさか私に発案しろってこと？
Yeah, what if I am? It really is nice that she catches on so quick. Exactly that. I want you to add a rule that says people don't necessarily need to be part of the school to join an extracurricular group. This is a plan I thought up beforehand. Izakaki appears ridden of disbelief at my remark.
姉さん、私からもお願いします。部外者でも私たちと年が近ければ活動に弊害はないと思いますし。
What if we don't know their age? Kusame-san throws in his support straight away.
あのね、二人とも本気で言ってるの？
Yeah.
私はテンクルを廃部にしたいと思ってるのに、なんで敵に塩を送るような真似をしないといけないのよ。
Because you have a job and you should be neutral, but you know. Do you mix your personal opinions with your council work though? I mean, isn't the student council's responsibility to be the voice of the students? Yes, exactly.
いきなり正論を持ち出さないで。
Woman, is something wrong with what I'm saying? No.
非常識な議論をしてる暇は生徒会にはないってことよ。
But how exactly is it absurd?
ひばり校の生徒じゃなければ部活の公式大会には出られない。なのに部外者を出場させたら失格になるでしょ。
It's not about athletics though, it's about a circle. Well, does it really need to apply to every extracurricular group or team though? You can just limit it to circles since your objections don't apply to them.
要するにテンクルの部員確保なんでしょ。
I have no intention of hiding it at this point, so I nod. Still, if it's not breaking rules, then, you know, I'm just asking you to at least propose it to the student council. Would you do that?
結果は決まりきってるじゃない。
Can't really say for certain about giving it a shot, though.
ひばり校のサークルに部外者を入れたら市民クラブと何が違うのよ。その方法でテンクルを存続させたいならひばり校じゃなくて市役所にでも持ちかけることね。
Damn, not a single thing I can say against that. I'm so sure I could at least make her propose it, too.
分かったらあなたも皆星さんに振り回されてばかりいないで自分の優秀な学力を他に役立て。
Why don't you want me to just have fun in the astral circle?
ね
Oh no, here we go again. Uh-huh.
姉さんも小ヶ坂さんを欲しがる気持ちもわかります。
But today, darn it. I mean, hey, whatever works. Do your thing, Kusame.
こんなところでも
Actually, Soichiro said that there was nobody else here but us, so.
姉さんには私がいるじゃないですか。
Bruh.
見られるダメ。姉さんは誰にも渡しません。途中から言いたいこと変わってるでしょ。姉さんは私だけの姉さんなんですから。分かったから。
Well, Kasame-san pulls away and Hisakaki immediately fixes her disheveled clothes in a terrible fluster.
お騒がせいたしました。
That's alright, I'm used to it.
仲のいい姉妹だね。
Bruh. Boss, why did you so conveniently happen to be at the counter right now?
小笠原くん。
Well, I didn't do nothing. She glares at me with her face bright red. I didn't do nothing. Yeah?
今の出来事は記憶から抹消しなさい。うんうん。これまでの同じ出来事もすべて。
I was about to say, I've already seen it like 5 other times, so that's asking for a little.
抹消しなさいね。
I refuse. You know what? I'll erase it from my memory if you let us do the thing we wanted to do. If I deny her, I'll be in for shock therapy at this rate, so I consent straight away.
それと小雨。帰ったらお仕置きだからね。はい。ワクワク。
Flipinator. Almost makes me wonder what kind of punishment it is that she receives.
姉さん、
Flipinator.
小笠原さんの言ったことよろしくお願いしますね。
The Astral Circle's fate rests in your hands.
まったく、なんでそんな展開に。
Rather than nodding, she hangs her head.
期待はしないことね。私がテンクルを配分にしたいことには変わりないんだから。
You really have it out for us, huh?
それは今さら。
Punk, I heard you hate the stars.
それも今さら。小笠原さん。
I know, I didn't mean to pry. But the thing that goes through my head is that Kusami-san sure really hates it when someone sticks their nose into someone else's affairs. It seems to be equivalent to the level of disdain Hisakaki has for the stars.
こちら、カルバリの十字架になります。
Also appears with the ordered dishes.
で、ようち
That
ゃん、
face.
鼻の下伸びてない？
I plead the fifth. Oh, don't jest. I have no such look on my face. Once again, I put my gentleman technique to use. Gentleman technique.
お子様ランチ、美味しかったですよ。
Nice.
まずまずだったわね。
Uh-huh.
それではまた学校で。何度も言うけど、発案の件は期待しないでね。誰もこももちゃんに期待なんか。
Dang, also. It would only work against our favor to sour Isakaki's mood, so I cover Asao's mouth. It's true. The whole circle was relying on you. And so the two of them go on their way. Kusami-san in great humor, Hisakaki in ill humor. Also, we don't have much time until the end of the first term. Every little thing's worth trying. I attempt to persuade her. Also has grown meek as a little kitten. My arms are still essentially wrapped around her from behind. I instantly distance myself from her. Also has her eyes cast straight down with a face that resembles a ripened apple. Things like this are happening rather often lately.
そうだね。テンクルのためだもんね。
Yeah.
テストが終わったら夏休み。タイムリミットは終業式の23日。それまでに部員集めるぞ。
Alright, wow. So we're getting close to summer break, huh? Alright, neat. Also says so cheerfully with a smile on her face, making a wave of relief wash over me. 23rd to be the Monday after next, huh?
テストが火曜日から金曜日まであって、土日挟んだ月曜日が終業式。テストもその日帰ってくるよ。赤点取った生徒は補習があるからまだ夏休みに入れないけどね。
Means we gotta work hard on the studying tonight so we can get that full duration of summer break to ourselves.
それが終わったら星見だね。
Also gazes up at the sky while holding up her hand in front of her face.
いい天気。こんなに澄んだ青空。
Nice.
シーイングも良さそう。
Seeing refers to astronomical seeing conditions that might be hampered due to things like dust and water vapor up in the atmosphere. If the seeing is bad, apparently you run into image blurring during stargazing. That's something I just learned about from Aso last night.
まだ3時か。早く夜にならないかな。
We have all the time in the world to study, huh? Get up, get to your room, let's go. No sleeping this time. There are no customers around, so after letting the manager know, we head to Aso's room. Yeah, not going to sleep in my class anymore. Oh man. Oh shit. Whoops. Well, okay, my bad. Don't mind that. I'll fix that later. But yeah, so yeah, just don't mind that. But yeah, oh shit. My bad, I clicked too fast. But yeah, okay, so we got to go on a nice little stargazing trip with Aso, you know, with the lookout place. Mare surprisingly didn't show up, and yeah, very curious why that happened. Yo came up with some pretty good theories about why, and then went like on a whole rant about like paradoxes and shit. It was crazy, but yeah, that was funny. And then, you know, we hopefully Komomo will be able to, well, hopefully the thing that we want Komomo to do will be able to get that sing pass where we can have people outside of the school join the circle. And I'm guessing we asked about that for Mare. So yeah, even though I don't know what her age is, I think she's just ageless, but you know, will that count if she's ageless? Huh. But yeah, so hopefully all that will go well, and then, you know, we can get all the members we need for the Astro Circle. And in the meantime, we're going to make sure also passes her finals. Make sure she doesn't sleep in my class again. Wunk.